Smiley from the Energy Boutique with your energy forecast for January 2023. So on January 2nd, we have Venus, the goddess of love and beauty, worth, pleasure, money, moving out of Capricorn energy, which was a little bit of a boss bitch type of attitude, really kind of heavy, really kind of somber and serious, examining the matter of facts on what makes us happy, who makes us happy, who and what needs to stay, needs to go, who and what is adding to our lives, what is taking away, all for us to realize where it is that we're being held back, blocked, restricted. Now, moving into Aquarius energy, we're about to free ourselves from all of those realizations. Venus moving into Aquarius energy, of course, in air energy, the highest form of our intellect, we are definitely going to feel the very dramatic shift from moving out of the low and slow earth energy to the high vibratory futuristic realm of Aquarius energy. So yes, in Aquarius energy, we're looking for independence. We're looking for freedom. We want to think outside of the box. We want to come up with solutions. We want to kind of experiment with the good, the bad, the ugly. We want to test our boundaries. Now, a lot of the boundaries needs to be tested within the relationship with ourselves, with our own self-worth, our own self-value. We are testing the boundaries in our relationships. And we are kind of moving outside of our comfort zone in love and money in order to come up with some aha moments, some genius ideas on how it is that we are going to move forward and add a little bit of spice to some of the things that have gotten too freaking heavy, boring, and weighted. We are definitely intrigued by intellectual conversation. We are definitely intrigued by anything out of the box, out of our comfort zones. It's almost like we got too heavily weighted, too rooted, too grounded in that Capricorn energy, and now we're just wanting to dance to the beat of our own drum. Now, it is a little bit of an interesting dynamic where it could create a little bit of conflict because Venus, of course, being focused on relationships, she wants closeness, she wants connection, she wants intimacy. But Aquarian energy wants independence, wants freedom, wants individualization. So it is going to be, again, testing the boundaries, finding a new common ground on where it is that we can have the best of both worlds. Now, Venus being the ruler of our happiness, our pleasure, our joy in Aquarian energy will likely be kind of, I'm going to say, tempted to try new things, new hobbies, new experiences. Like I said, the Capricorn energy illuminated to us where things have been the same, where things have been heavy and weighted and mundane in tasks and chores and roles and responsibilities. We want to add some spice back to life, some zest back to life. Now, Aquarian energy is super good for aligning with like-minded people. Friendships, networks, communities are big with Aquarian energy. So we might find that we're crossing paths with a lot of new people that are probably soul family members, that are definitely like-minded, that are invigorating and intellectual and inspiring. And it is good to pay attention to who is crossing your path at this time because there is a likeliness that they are going to play a very important part in helping you either A, have aha moments and epiphanies and conversations to reveal new and exciting endeavors and inspirations that you want to pursue, and B, it could be, new connections that are going to help you bring forth your long-term goals. And both of these are acting as a catalyst, as a trigger, in order for us to open up, to make a change, to be a little bit more open to change than we've definitely been in previous months. So there's a lot of chatter. There's a lot of intellectual back and forth. When we're talking about like romantic relationships, I'm not going to say that we're going to just push away the people that we love, but we need to experiment with the energy exchange within the relationship because we're realizing where it is that maybe we've lost ourselves in the identity of the relationship or the identity of the other person. And what we want to do is we want to stand in our uniqueness. We want to be ourselves, pursue our own wants, needs, and desires while still being a part of something bigger. And it's not that we want to be solo. It just means that we need space and time and the arena in these particular relationships for us to discover who it is that we are, independent from the people that we have aligned with. So when it comes to, I'm going to say, expressing ourselves and our emotions, we're not going to be so much in the feels with this particular energy. We're more in the headspace. So we have a tendency to want to intellectually compartmentalize our feelings. We have a tendency to want to dissect the way that we feel. We are a little bit emotionally detached, which can obviously pose some problems and make people that we love, who we want to share time, energy, and space with, think that, we want to cast them away. It's not about that. It's just that we're so stuck in our inner realms, in our headspace. The wheels are turning. We have new ideas coming in. We're seeing things differently. And we're just able to kind of draw a line between our emotions and between our intellect. And we're diving a little bit more into the intellect than we are in the heart space. And that can come off very sometimes cold and rigid and detached to those that really want to feel the connection, the intimacy, the energy of, that merging of those energies and souls. However, it's just important to have communication and just kind of understand that when we can tell people, hey, I love you. I just need to love you from a distance right now. I got a lot going on that I can't make sense of, and I don't want you to be the punching bag for my own experimentation. And having that kind of dialogue, that kind of communication and understanding can go a long way, because when this particular transit is over, which will be over on the 26th of January when Venus moves into Pisces energy, you best believe that we're going to get all caught up in the feels in Piscean energy. So not that I'm trying to get too ahead of myself here, but just know that the next 3.5 weeks-ish is really going to help us emotionally detach so that we can see our lives, the relationship dynamics with ourselves, with other people, the efforts that we're making in order to incorporate some happiness in our lives, some joy, some pleasure back in our lives. It is all going to be from a bird's eye view where we can be objective instead of allowing our feelings to get in the way and cloud our judgment.